These 5 countries are disappearing. Yet millions still dream of retiring there. Their populations are shrinking so fast that demographers are warning of an unprecedented demographic collapse. And yet, foreign retirees keep moving there. Here are 5 countries facing a historic population decline and the surprising reasons why people are still choosing to call them home. One country now has the lowest birth rate ever recorded in human history. Population decline happens when a country's birth rate falls below the replacement level, roughly 2.1 births per woman, for long enough that deaths outnumber births. Combine that with high emigration, and a nation can lose a massive share of its population within a single generation. These 5 countries represent some of the most extreme demographic contractions in modern history. And yet, each one is actively drawing global retirees into its borders. Country 1, South Korea. South Korea has the lowest fertility rate ever recorded in human history, hovering at a staggering 0.72 births per woman, less than half of what is needed to maintain stability. Seoul was once the proud capital of the Joseon dynasty, a kingdom that endured for over 5 centuries. Today, entire elementary schools across the country are permanently closing for lack of children. Yet, even as its population contracts, Seoul remains an elite global hub. For retirees leveraging new long-term residency tracks, it offers world-class healthcare, virtually zero violent crime, and an incredibly safe, walkable urban lifestyle. Country 2, Japan. Japan has been locked in an active population deficit for over a decade, with annual losses recently peaking at an unprecedented 837,000 people in a single year, more than the entire population of some small nations. This is the land that built the legendary Tokugawa shogunate, and an empire that once spanned the Pacific. Now, rural villages are plagued by millions of akeia, completely abandoned, vacant houses. Yet its hyper-efficient megacities remain the safest places on Earth, drawing a steady wave of retirees looking for flawless infrastructure, deep cultural heritage, and high-tech senior care. Country 3. Bulgaria holds a grim title. It is projected to lose a staggering 20% of its total population by the year 2050. This steep decline is fueled by low birth rates and decades of massive youth emigration following the fall of the Eastern Bloc. Once a strategic powerhouse shaped by the Ottoman and Byzantine empires, its historic cities are layered with centuries of relics. Today, it has evolved into Europe's premier budget haven. Foreign retirees are flocking here to exploit an exceptionally low cost of living, beautiful countryside villages, and all the security benefits of European Union membership. Country 4. Latvia. Latvia has shed nearly 30% of its population since its peak in 1990, driven primarily by economic migration to wealthier Western European nations. Its capital, Riga, was once a wealthy crown jewel of the medieval Hanseatic League built on global maritime trade. Today, Latvia's architectural wonders stand quiet, but this depopulation has opened a unique door. The country's affordable property market and straightforward EU residency pathways are attracting a slow but highly consistent wave of expatriate retirees seeking peace, safety, and an untouched Baltic landscape. Country 5, Italy. Italy, the historic cradle of the Roman Empire, is facing a relentless demographic winter. Deaths now outnumber births by roughly 300,000 every single year. It is a striking historical irony. The empire that once ruled over tens of millions across 3 continents now struggles to sustain its own numbers at home, leaving hundreds of southern towns selling vacant homes for just €1. And yet, Italy remains the ultimate dream. Millions of retirees refuse to look away, drawn by its flawless climate, world-renowned cuisine, elite healthcare, and a slower, romantic pace of life. Every one of these nations once birthed an empire, a kingdom, or a trading power that bent the world to its will. Today, they are quietly shrinking, but they are far from empty. They are reinventing themselves, proving that while empires eventually fall, the places they leave behind never stop writing new chapters. Subscribe to Legacy and Living and follow us into the next one.